Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to the Lavender Overhang, where in the last episode, we spent some time putting this together, figuring out how that is going to work. We do have that currently paused because I don't want them to start on that. I'm going to run a time lapse for that in a little bit for you guys. But first, we kind of need some things over here tidied up. We're looking at putting some sort of like garden right here. I'm also thinking we're going to put a little garden right here, and we're going to put some of the well-being items into that garden. So I need to get my green to spread here, and we're being inundated with corruption over here from the Badwater. So we're going to try a little different route from what we originally had it planned. Now, we didn't have any of this over here slated for a higher priority, so we are going to go ahead and do that now because we currently have 73 beavers that are sitting on their bottoms. So let's get this stuff done so that we can get some of those beavers into hauling positions. And I also am going to turn on the printing presses and the paper factory because we are running super low on books, and that is one of the items that we don't have very much of. We may need to come up with another paper factory and another book factory if we are printing press, if we can't get that number up. So really at this moment, detailers, scarecrows, contemplation points, and maple pastries are maple pastries are a big one. They are really kind of kicking us in the butt here today. Now, chestnuts, how are we doing on like grilled chestnuts? We've got a lot of those. We also have a few in stock. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put them on 3 times and see if we can't get them to build all of this stuff. We didn't prioritize those ones, did we? Let's get those prioritized too so that they don't get missed. All right, they're working away on that. That will give us another 8 builders and another 20 haulers. So, I mean, that won't take up all of our things, but it will take up quite a bit of it. That one, of course, did not get prioritized. Let's get that one in there. I also want to look at this spot right here. I want to cover this up. I don't want to look at that particular thing anymore. I also am looking at these. We have plenty of Badwater storage already and everything is full. So that means that oh my gosh, we even have a couple of water over here full. We have water almost at the top there. We're at 38 and we can get to 40 and a half. So we're like at 38 and a half and we can get to 48 and a half thousand. So that's amazing. What's this one for? That one's for maple syrup. That one's for maple syrup. Honestly, I think we could probably ix one of these maple syrup ones. We're never gonna have that much maple syrup ever. we can't keep up with our maple pastries. How are we ever gonna store 1,200 or 2,400 of the So I'm thinking here, let's pause quick so that we can not have and I'm wondering if we can't like jury rig this area over here to get this power line down below, because we already have it coming from here. So if we could do that, then we could like run our power line a little bit differently and not have it come over the top like this. I'm not quite certain what we're going to do with these guys then. But we do need to get a hauling post over in this, a zipline station over in this area as well. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to flip him from that to Badwater, and then we'll put ourselves back in, and they should start emptying those guys to go, woo, thank you game, into here. Which should be all good. What's going on here? Why are we not working on any of this? which is set at the highest priority we have. All right, so we are going to also pause. That's not gonna work. We are gonna kill some more beavers here if I do this. Can I? You can't unarm. Oh shoot. Oh no, we're gonna have another beaver incident. Ooh, they got across in time. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. Okay, I wanted to see if we did that and disconnected that plot from this, if we would be able to kill the corruption. And it looks like we have. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put that in there. All right, what is going on here? Why aren't we... Can we not reach... This one, we can't reach them because the ladders are against it. This one we could reach from right there. And then we should, from the top of here, be able to reach that. So I don't understand why they're not building this. Are we out of metal? No. Are we out of planks? No. Those are the two things we need for those. Oh, that's fine. Okay then. Okay then. I for some reason thought that those were for the things underneath. Like that one right there, I think is for this guy. Yeah, right there. I assumed that those were for things underneath. Okay, that's why we're not getting those done. We're also going to kick those so that they can have their path back. It will make their life easier. Let me have the path, please. Oh my gosh. We're starting to get to the point where my game is struggling a little bit with the amount of beavers we have. We have 84 beavers that don't have jobs. 84. We're gonna go ahead and get these. And that one unfortunately still has some in it. So that one is empty. We can get rid of it. All right. So I'm wondering if we don't figure out some sort of building here that would incorporate more builders and haulers. I mean, already our well-being is at 63. We don't have a huge... Oh, we got an injured beaver. We don't have a huge ton of issues if we can get this to the top. Maple pastries are going to be a holdup for us. So we might need to come into this area where we have our maple trees and take out the last remaining pines that are in here. Pine resin, pine resin. That's wheat. Ah, here we go. We have 2,500 resin already stored. We do have a little stand of pine trees here that we are not chopping for the resin. We use a lot of treated planks, but not that many treated planks. So I think we could get away with ixnaying a few more of those. Those last remaining few. Those last remaining few pine trees down here. And get them to maples. We do have a few more that are up and coming. But I think we're gonna have to sadly cut the last of the pines down here and turn them into maples. Because we just can't seem to get enough maple syrup for what we've got going on. That also means that this particular warehouse will be obsolete, but it's all right. It's okay. It's fine. As soon as we get those builders and haulers done, I'd like to start working on the Earth Repopulator, because I did run in between episodes to get us some materials for that, so that we were a little bit more ready to go there. No, we need maple trees. Maple trees. Hold on a second. Can our little dudes up a level reach these? Oh, it's up 2 levels, isn't it? So we've got the forester there. We've got the tapper shack there. Can they reach? Nope, I'm clicking the platform, not the... Can't see now. Wait, where was the line? Oh yeah, of course they can't reach those last couple trees. Okay, so can we... Can we fit in a little a cheeky little lumberjack stand right here? No, because of that block that's right over its head. Needs more space than that. Well, that sucks. You know what? We're just gonna leave those few little pines then. I guess it is what it is. It's the universe telling us not to take those out. All right, so let's unmark these for cutting, because we don't want them to cut our maples. All right, we'll go back to the top. I mean, that gives us a few more trees. It's not great. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. We could always unmark these ones here for cutting if we need to. All right. We have tons and tons and tons of housing too that we haven't even opened. We're up to a total of 240 beavers. So we've got like half of what we wanted to accomplish with this map. And we are sitting on full food warehouses and fields that are not even picked because we don't have any more place to store it. So I think that we have the food accomplished with no problem. We also need to come down here. What are we going to do with these little areas along here? We need to come up with some things for those two. Do we turn them into some cutesy little seating areas and stuff like that? We can't put any campfires because there's no dirt, and 2, they're not wide enough. So, all right. Oh, they got all of that in. So I think what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and we are going to... Oh, we went into a bad time and I wasn't even paying attention. We're gonna go into a bit of a time lapse. Wow, did you see all those beavers flying along that line? Holy cats. That's a lot of beavers. That's a lot of beavers. Let's see here. We did a few like little deco things around here. That's all in. So I think we're at the point where it's like, I think the Earth Recultivator is kind of like our next thing. So it's going to require a lot of materials for us to get to even that point. That requires 2,000 gears, which we have. 2,000 treated planks, which we don't have, which means we're probably going to have to turn back on one of our things. We've got 1,500 metal blocks. We've got 17, but we also have to build all of... Whoa. See, I told you my game is starting to struggle. We still have all the metal blocks we need for the actual platforms and everything like that. We've got the ladder in to make it easy to build some of this stuff. They started working on a couple of these platforms that I hadn't ixnayed, but I think we're probably going to have to come up with some other framework for them to be able to get up to everything. So we might need to put in some more ladders like over in here somewhere that will let them get to the upper reaches until so I can get all of this built. They have to be able to reach this stuff. So let's figure that out and then we will put it to time lapse. So let's just do well, this kind of sucks because we can't block the pathway. And then these will just be able to be taken back down when we're done. I think that should allow them to reach all of that because they can kind of reach on the diagonal. All right, so if we put there, and maybe do the same thing over on this side. All right, I think that should do the trick. So we are going to, I'm going to hit pause here quick. Pause. That was not pause. All right, and I'm going to unpause these corner pieces, which apparently I never paused the one, so they went ahead and built that, which is fine. We're going to pause that. Then we are going to go ahead . Okay, and there we go. We've got the wonder complete. Earth Recultivator is finished, but it is saying that we don't have any path. Oh, we just need to put a path on top of this staircase. I mean, this ladder, and then boosh, there we go. Now we've got workers, and they will start to fill that. Which that is good. That took a very long time, partially because we ran out of planks and I didn't treated planks, and I didn't realize that our workshops both weren't running. We just had one running. We don't need both of them running now because now we're needing extract and paper to launch. We're gonna hold off on launching. I think until our last episode, although I may decide otherwise yet this morning. Okay, so I want to look at this area. We've now cleared the corruption. I'm wondering if we do a... We already have transmit here. If we want to do a garden kind of thing in this area, we're going to have to get more water here, which I kind of don't want to futz with. But let's look here. Oh, we can turn the beavers down. When we started, we were at 12 hours on our beavers. Wow. Yeah. We were on 12 hours, and that was what was giving us such a high thing. Also, we had, I want to say we had 240 beavers, plus we had way more than that, because we had like 70 beavers that didn't have jobs. I am going to go ahead and start slowly opening some more of these buildings. That one's open, that one's open, that one's open. That one is not. That is going to give us 14 empty beds, and the beavers will start filling those up. If we're going to hit that 500 for our last episode, we're probably going to need to do a little bit of ramping. Okay, so here we go. I want to create some sort of like building here that's going to let us... Oh, we still haven't gotten rid of that guy. We're just going to throw that stuff on the ground and let them figure it out as they can, which they will do. I just want to take that piece of path out. Very good, very nice. Okay, so we've got all of this now that we could probably come at from another direction. Or maybe not, because it runs under there. But that's fine, that's fine. We'll figure it out. We need to get a zipline station up in this area so that it's closer for the beavers here. We also need to cover this up because I don't want to look at that. So what kind of building can we come up with that maybe links into the power, ends up taller so that we can put more windmills on top, and kind of covers up this whole area? So that's what our game plan here is. What can we do to fulfill that? So here we've got a path coming out of here. If we move our path over this direction, we'd be able to like build a wall here. We still need to be able to get in and out of this building. I say in giant air quotes because of course there's no doors, so we can't we have to kind of like imagine that there is a building. But we do have more logs coming in, so we could build it out of logs, or we could build it out of dirt. Dirt we have plenty of. We could build with all the dirt we want because we pretty much have an infinite source of it. But if we came along here, we're going to have to get at least one high to go over the top of that guy. So we could, let's pause, because I don't want all those beavers to build that, since we have them sitting on their butt and they're already starting to build that. Great. That's okay. It's all right. Let's see here. If we did that, made our path come up along here, and then it could merge into all of the pathways that are over here, then we would be able to come in with a... If I can find the right thing I'm looking for. Would it be this one? It would be that one. Right? Then we can cover up that and it's less ugly. And then we can do the same treatment we did here with the little bushes. Or we might possibly be able... Could we use fences? We can use fences. Okay. Then if we came across here and did another span here. Right? Then we'd be able to come across the back like this and close that off. We're wanting to get up to this height though, so we have the ability to create another layer here. So if we came up here with another batch of that, and then did Oh, that's gonna be a problem. We can't go right there because of the windmills. Okay. Okay. So we can't get super close right there, but we could start another layer right there. Man, too bad we didn't leave a pathway there, but we could extend it this way and create a pathway. Or we probably have the ability to come in here with one more overhang layer. Let's see if that's possible. It is. It is. Can we do another one? We can. Can we do a third? We can't because of that right there. We'd end up with a hole right there. But that could become a ladder spot. That's as far as we can go though. Okay. Lots of puzzling in episodes lately. We're just gonna take off that layer. I almost think I just want the one layer. That would give us the ability to path along there, then. To get from there to here without putting a ladder on it. Let's see here. Would we be able to actually bring that dirt over? That is the same level. So if we wanted to do dirt up here, we would have to actually hydrate, step up to that, and it wouldn't really work out as well. Okay, so let's see here. Do we want to just move those over one row? I think we do. And then let's put in our... We can't go right there. Hold on a second. If we could create another floor here. For us to work with. If we just did, can I have the 6, please? Right. So now we've got the ability to have another floor. And then if we've got our little, fences along here to create that look. And then if we come back up here with our, we could leave a gap here for, we could take those out. We could take those windmills out altogether. All right, so if we come up, okay, I have another thought. So let's take that back out. That out, right? Let's take that guy out. We put in that right there. Then we do the 6. Right? I don't know that I like that. It's a little bit too much of a jaunt. Maybe we do it more... Maybe the 6 is the problem. Maybe the 6 is causing me pain. And then we come in with another row of... And then we come in with another row of... those guys. That gets us to the same height there. All right, but the only problem is we're not reaching quite far enough now. And let's see, can we... We need to come up one, right? And then if we do a... We're still gonna run into the fact that we're not quite... No. Nope, nope, nope. Don't like that. Alright, so if we do on that level, and then we do a platform... Oh, we're gonna run into that windmill again. Right, if we do that, we need a 3. And then we could go... Ooh. It runs right over those. Alright, do we want to move our path here? Because then that would mean we could line up here. If we move our path by... just one. Then we could come back with this guy here. All of these need to move. Let's just move them all. Then this would need to move. We're just gonna... Oh, interesting. I guess, yes, it would work that way, wouldn't it? If we put a door right there, that would work. Okay. Then if we've got our... Is this size or was it one bigger? One bigger. There. There. Then another block of dirt. There. And then it was the big one, wasn't it? The 6. Yes. The only problem I have with that is this little space right here. And the only way we can get rid of that is if we get rid of the windmills. Which I don't think I want to do. Can we, in some way, shape, or form, get over that windmill is what we need to do in order to be able to connect the power right there. But do we need to connect the power right there? We could connect to the power right here. Then if we look at all of that, that's all space that we could put, we could put more windmills. Do we need more windmills? A few, because we have a problem with oh, we're gonna have to come back one. We have a problem with the if all of our buildings are running, which we really kind of need to do, we don't have enough power when it's windy. We can come along here. Right? That works. And then if we come back in here with our windmills, right? Because we have to offset by that much anyways. That one's going to run into the side of that is the problem. Do we just want to go with it the pipes? Because then that wouldn't be quite as much of a problem. Maybe we just want to do the windmills up here, is the other thing. That would give us a considerable amount of extra power. And I'm trying to see here. We don't have all of those connected to anything, so we couldn't connect them to that as a whole. But I'm looking right here and wondering if we could just bring a power supply up right there. But no, we're not going to be able to because of the windmill itself. Okay, yeah. That was a dumb idea. Okay. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. So can we jury rig this and get another? No. Because we need to be at this point right here. We could theoretically that's too tall. That's too tall. I only needed 2s. Nope, not all of that, just that. If I did a set of 2s, windmill, please. I don't know if any of y'all have this issue, but sometimes I have problems. I can't scroll at times. Like if I'm like doing something, sometimes it'll just stop letting me scroll. And it was doing that earlier, and I literally had to, like, when I cut the time lapse, get out of the game, come back into the game so that I could scroll again. I don't know if that happens to others, but it drives me bonkers when it does happen. All right, so how are they going to get to this to build it is going to be the other thing. I think we'll probably do a ladder extension here. Right? They can build that there. They can build that there. Then we can do that ladder is going to end up underneath of there is the only problem. Let's see, because once they get that built, they'll be able to get up to there to build all of that. They'll be able to come over, build that and that. And then it'll be a matter of we need to be able to get them up there to build the windmills and everything. So let's take that guy out and we will put in a ladder there. All right, so now let's figure out the side of this building here. I'm saying building in a very loose terms here. So we'll go ahead and we'll put those back in. Then why don't we go ahead and do another row of those and then another row of the fences to that point, I think. And then we need some way to cap off this doorway. So if we do one of these, that takes us to that point and kind of finishes that off. And then we can go ahead and put in, it's a very gray building, like that. A very gray building. Let's go back to our decorations and get those. I like the way the fences have like a post on the end that makes it look like it is it's touching the ceiling. We'll go ahead and put one there, and then let's not put one there for right now. We are going to run them along here. That one is kind of covered up by the platforms now, isn't it? I don't know if I like the platforms. myself, it kind of ruins the depth step that we've got going on there. Okay, then over here, what are we gonna do to finish this off? We can't really do a ton. We could put in some platforms here to make this corner look supported. But that's not gonna work because we wouldn't be able to put in a top platform. We can't really do much over here. We could bring up a structure along here. Can we? Let me think. We do that. And then is it that one? We're not tall enough. Is that gonna work? Needs to come out one more. No, I think that's fine. Let me go there. I want to go right here. Oh, look it. We could connect into this power right here and bring it straight up and not have to do this silly line of things. See, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for a spot like that. I don't like that silly line of which I bet we could have done a little bit differently if we just put the platform one lower on that spot as well, but I don't like the look of it. So we're going to take that puppy out. Take that puppy out. We are going to take this puppy out. We're going to shorten it by 1. It was a 3, so now it'll be a 2. We're going to take all of these guys out. Right? And then we are going to bring a power shaft up right here. Oh, we run into the... Oh, gosh, of course. Of course we do. Let's take that out. We're too close to the other windmills. Why I keep thinking that's a thing, I'm not 100% certain, but I keep thinking it's a thing. Can I do here? Do a power shaft right there? I can. So if I bring it like that, then? All right. Then it would mean that this just needs to be a platform to cover that space. Pretty good, very nice. And we don't need these. Now here comes the fact. Should we just take this down, move it back one, and then do it? Or we can run these all in lines connected to this back row and just take out these platforms. I like that better. Okay, and then that would allow us to come back in here with our fence and come across like that without a problem. Did that connect up? I can't see behind that one. Let's come down one. It did. So see, we kind of get the effect of having a wall there with the fences. Let's go up one. And then let's see here. We also want to do something here. So let's see. That would be the layer. I can't block that because that's our entrance to this level. But I could come in here with some platforms, right? And then carry our decorative fence all the way along there. I can't see it now. Like that. And then that kind of walls off that corner of the building. And then if we come back in with the similar effect here, boosh boosh, that kind of closes off all of that. Can we, in some way, shape, or form, extend that to this point? So can we get a, that's an overhang, so no. All right, so that's as good as we're going to be able to get to close off this corner of the building. But I think that looks pretty good. What do y'all think? I hope you like it. So let's go ahead and get some ability to get up into here. I'm trying to think, is there a way that I can get these all connected that I can like wind it around? then they can all be figured out without me having to weant on some. All right, what's going on here? Why won't it? That was a little strange. A little strange. Okay, we're gonna just have to leave some of these out for a bit so that the beavers can get through to there to build all of those. Okay, that is so much nicer looking than it was. I think we might go ahead and extend that fence along this post or along this side. Right? Well, we can't put it there because it runs into the windmill. Everything runs into that windmill. It is the bane of my existence, and I kind of feel like taking it out. But we won't. We'll leave it. Okay. So that gives us like a cute little, well, not a cute, but a very industrial looking building to kind of cap off our industrial area, which I think is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and get rid of that path. Now we do need our zipline station over here. So let's see, where's the best spot for it? It says no to there. Okay. Why are we saying no to there is what I'm wondering. Maybe because of the, a path. That's why it's saying no. Can we take that path out? And I'm wondering then, can we just like add a ladder here somewhere that would allow the beavers to get down into this area? The ladder to go down, to come up is like in here somewhere, like right there. So if we just threw in a ladder, maybe here and there. Or we could just extend this one up and extend the platform. So then it would connect all the way down and they don't have to do a zigzag. I like that idea better. All right. And I suppose we could have theoretically done platforms off of this side to cover over that, but we'd only be able to come to that point. So I think I like the end of the building being like right there. All right, so that's all fine and good. Let's get this right, and then if we take a platform right there. Actually, do we need a, can we make this one longer? One shorter. There we go. Boosh. All right. We could also put one like right in here by just taking out, making this platform one shorter and put it right straight down. Where is the ladder that's there? It's over here. Or over there. So neither one of those are going to be in a good spot. So if we come back up, that falls in the wall. Although we could just extend the ladder there. I don't think that's going to do what we want it to do, though. Yes, it would, actually. But then we run into the case that we need another platform on the other side. Okay. All right. See, this takes so long to figure out these kind of things. I give so much credit to people like Zedek and Fuzzbrain who build like big construction. I'm like, how much time must it take them to come up with all of these things? Okay, we got one there, we got one there. Now let's get this platform back in. Should be a 3. There we go. Then if we connect the path across the top of all of this. All right. And I think what we're going to do is, what do we got for? We have 100 metal blocks. We have lots of treated planks. Do we have smelters currently running? Oopsies. I don't want to put a path on it. Explosives factory. Wrong thing. Smelter. No smelters running. Let's go ahead and turn the smelters back on at least one. We've got one wood workshop working. What about our planks? Whoopsies. The game is like seriously unhappy with me. It's like, no, you've got too many things running. You can see my FPS is running at about 30, which is not super great, but you know, hey, what can I do? That one's off as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. If we've got all that running, what is our power? Network power supply is 0. We need 23. All right, so I'm liking that a little bit better. Oh, we can take that platform out of there, can't we? Not that one, that one. Right? Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick all of this. Why aren't you doing the platforms? That's all of that. Then it would be all of this. Nice, I'm not clicking that. There we go. What else did we miss? All of this. All of this. All of this. Let's do a little zoom down. Oh, didn't get those. Didn't get those. Didn't get those. Come on. And we didn't get those. Alrighty. Okay, I think that is everything we need for this construction. So I think what we'll do is go ahead and kick off another time lapse, because I'm worried that this episode is getting super, super long and I want to go ahead and get this completed. All right, as you can see, we have run into a bit of a roadblock. we are not making metal blocks fast enough to finish a lot of this stuff. But while I was waiting, oopsies, that was a little bit harsh. While I was waiting, I did start the wellness area that is going to go down in here. So we've got scarecrows, we've got bushes, we've got the campfire, we've got a couple more contemplation points, we've got bushes, we've got, you know, everything to make kind of a little happiness area over here. Woo! That will kind of divert down into beavers running through our giant storage area. So all of these different things that are here will help any beavers running through this area down in here. We did, oh look, we got the zipline station here complete. Okay, we need to connect that one to this one in order to complete our circular path. I think that I planted this forester right in the very wrong spot, but so we'll have to wait for him to come in and plant these few oak trees that we have that I threw in here. And I'm hoping that these ones spread sort of naturally and they don't end up on the middle of the block if we leave these ones just go. So as soon as he's planted those, we'll take him out and then we'll be able to connect this one to this one, I believe. We might run into a touch of an issue here. This one, add a connection to this one. Oh yeah, we should be able, we'll get over the carousels just beautifully. All right, so we actually can connect that up. So if we take this one and we delete that connection, then we take this one and we add a connection here. Boom. Now, with a small break right here between, oopsies, going the wrong way, between this station and this station, which they can get to. We should have actually put the door on the other side so that we could have done that a little bit more of a direct route. But with just this space being the only space we don't have a connection in our zip line line, we have a zip line running the whole entire map. And then we've got auxiliary zip lines here to here, here to here, here to there, to make it easier for our beavers to get everywhere. I am kind of wishing that we had a connection between those two, but it'll be okay. I'm thinking we could connect this one, this one, this one, and then to that one, and then that would connect us all up. So if we come here, not that one, this one. If we make a connection, add a connection. No, because now that one doesn't connect. Oh. But I do see how we can. Oops, wrong button. This one, right? Then we take, nope, we didn't make it to, yes, we can do this. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make us have a connected zipline network. It's going to, no, it's not going to work because that one. Okay, I lied. It's not a 100% connected, but we do have all of these now connected into the main system in one. So they could come here and get all the way to the top by zip. It may seem a little long. And I do wish that we had put this one facing that way instead of facing this way, so that they could walk out the door of that one and go into that one, because that's what they're doing. If you watch them, there's a lot of beavers who are coming out of this one and then going into that one in order to get to that upper echelon. Okay. So I'm trying to see if that is actually a better... This one was connecting to that one before. And then this one was connecting to that one. So there wasn't a connection between these ones and that one. So I think in the grand scheme of things, it is a bit better. This guy we still don't have his... It's because I didn't prioritize it. Because he's ready to go. They're ready to go. Let's go ahead and tell them we're going to prioritize oak, although it's the only trees they can reach in this whole entire area, so I don't think they can not reach those. And I'm half tempted to take this out and put a piece of dirt in there because we no longer need that connection for anything. So let's go ahead and do that as well. And put it in our piece of dirt. Right? And then we can replace our path. All right, so we've gotten some of the windmills in up here on the secondary layer. These ones are tied into the system now because it is tied in through right here. So we're fine there. They've gotten these back ones, so whenever they get these tied in, we'll be fine there. And then we just need to tie in these two right here. So I think that's where we're gonna call it for today. I think we have gotten like an insane quantity done today. It has been a very long recording episode for me. Let's see, how are they coming? Oh, hey, we could launch today. Do we want to launch? I think we want to launch. Will it let me, go to, it will. Sometimes it won't let me go into the mode that allows us. Can we, what is it? It is Alt-Shift-Z. We're gonna go into dev controls and see, can we go out further here quick? I can't see. Oh. I don't know how to use any of that, so we're gonna leave it alone for right now. All right, we are going to set this puppy off, and then we will see the end screen, but we're not done yet. We are not done yet. We've got at least one more episode to finish all of the little decorative things I want done before we are completely done with this particular playthrough. So let's see, can we get as far out as we can get? I think that was probably our best bet. I was kind of trying to see if we could get a good view of them shooting into the sky. All right, so let's go here. Let's hit pause quick. I'm gonna say launch, okay? And then I'm going to go into Boosh. And here we go. Woo! There we go. We are repopulating the Earth. And there we go. Okay, so let's take a peek, even though we're not done. We've got 1900 days past, 1952. We've got 2,000 beavers born, a lot of water consumed, a lot of tails painted, a lot of trees cut, a lot of broken teeth, no bots manufactured, a lot of dynamite detonated, and 2 exploded beavers. Oops. Oops. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is where we are going to leave this for today. I hope you have enjoyed this episode as long as it ended up being, and I really appreciate you being here. Make sure to come back for the next episode because it most likely will be the last, and we will finish up all of the things on this map. So you need to start thinking about what map you would like me to work on next, because this was a Folktails map. We will switch to an Iron Teeth map, which is not my favorite of factions, but we will flip to the Iron Teeth next for the video playthrough. So go find your smaller maps that you think I could kill off lots and lots of beavers at the beginning of the game trying to play for the next video series, and go down in the comments and leave me the name of the map, whether it would be through mod.io or through the workshop. I prefer the workshop on Steam, but if you've got one on mod.io, I will take that into consideration as well. So once again, I will see you in the very next episode. Bye-bye.